This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information and to find out how you can volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Harvester by Gene Stratton-Porter. Read by Cindy Steib. Chapter 18. The Better Man. In the middle of the afternoon the Harvester arose and went into the lake, ate a hearty dinner, and then took up his watch again. For 2 days and nights he kept his place, until he had the girl out of danger, and where careful nursing was all that was required to insure life and health. As he sat beside her the last day, his physical endurance strained to the breaking point, she laid her hand over his and looked long and steadily into his eyes. "There are so many things I want to know," she said. The Harvester's firm fingers closed over hers. "Ruth, have you ever been sorry that you trusted me?" "Never," said the girl instantly. "Then suppose you keep it up," said he. "Whatever it is that you want to know, don't use an iota of strength to talk or to think about it now. Just say to yourself, 'He loves me well enough to do what is right, and I know that he will.' All you have to do is to be patient until you grow stronger than you ever have been in your life, and then you shall have exactly what you want, Ruth. Sleep like a baby for a week or two. Then slowly and gradually we will build up such a constitution for you that you shall ride, drive, row, swim, dance, play, and have all that your girlhood has missed in fun and frolic, and all that your womanhood craves in love and companionship. Happiness has come at last, Ruth. Take it from me. Everything you crave is yours. That love you want, the home, and the life. As soon as you are strong enough, you shall know all about it. Your business is to drink stimulants and sleep now, dear." "So tired of this bed." "It won't be long until you can lie on the couch and the veranda swing again." "Glory!" said the Girl. "David, I must have been full of fever for a long time. I can't remember everything." "Don't try. I tell you, life is coming out right for you. That's all you need know now." "And for you, David?" "Whenever things are right for you, they are for me, Ruth." "Don't you ever think of yourself?" "Not when I am close you." "Ah, then I shall have to grow strong very soon and think of you." The Harvester's smile was pathetic. He was unspeakably tired again. "Never mind me," he said. "Only get well." "David, was there a little horse?" "There certainly was and is," said the Harvester. "You had not named him yet, but in a few days I can lead him to the window." "Was there something said about a boat?" "2 of them." "2?" "Yes. A rowboat for you and a launch that will take you all over the lake with only the exertion of steering on your part." "David, I want my pendant and ring. I am so tired of lying here. I want to play with them." "Where do you keep them, Ruth?" "In the willow teapot. I thought no one would look there." The Harvester laughed and brought the little boxes. He had to open them, but the Girl put on the ring and asked him if he would not help her with the pendant. He slipped the thread around her neck and clasped it. With a sigh of satisfaction she took the ornament in one hand and closed her eyes. He thought she was falling asleep, but presently she looked at him. "You won't allow them to take it from me?" "Indeed, no. There is no reason on earth why you should not have that thread around your neck if you want it." "I am going to sleep now. I want 2 things. May I have them?" "You may," said the Harvester promptly, "provided they are not to eat." "No," said the Girl. "I've suffered and made others trouble. I won't bother you by asking for anything more than is brought me. This is different. You are completely worn out. Your face frightens me, David, and white hairs that were not there a few days ago have come along your temples. I can see them." "You gave me a mighty serious scare, Ruth." "I know," said the Girl. "Forgive me. I didn't mean to. I want you to leave me to Doctor Harmon and the nurse and go sleep a week. Then I will be ready for the swing and to hear some more about the trees and birds." "I can keep it up if you really need me, but if you don't I am sleepy, so if you feel safe I think I will go." "Oh, I am safe enough," said the Girl. "It isn't that. I'm so lonely. I've made up my mind not to grieve for mother, but I miss her so now. I feel so friendless." "But honey," said the Harvester, "you mustn't do that. Don't you see how all of us love you? Here is Granny shutting up her house and living here just to be with you. The nurse will do anything you say. Here is the man you know best and think so much of staying in the cabin, and so happy to give you all his time, and anything else you will have, dear. And the Careys come every day and will do their best to comfort you. And always I am here for you to fall back on." "Yes, I'm falling right now," said the Girl. "I almost wish I had the fever again. No one has touched me for days. I feel as if every one was afraid of me." The Harvester was puzzled. "Well, Ruth, I'm doing the best I know," he said. "What is it you want?" "Nothing," answered the Girl with slightly dejected inflection. "Say good bye to me and go sleep your week. I'll be very good, and then you shall take me a drive up the hill when you awaken. Won't that be fine?" Say good bye to me! She felt a little lonely. They all acted as if they were afraid of her. The Harvester indulged in a flashing mental review and arrived at a decision. He knelt beside the bed, took both slender, cool hands and covered them with kisses. Then he slid a hand under the pillow and raised the tired head. "If I am to say good bye, I have to do it in my own way, Ruth," he said. Thereupon he began at the tumbled mass of hair and kissed her from her forehead to her lips, kisses warm and tender. "Now you go to sleep and grow strong enough by the time I come back to tell me whom you love," he said, and went from the room without waiting for any reply. With short intervals for food and dips in the lake, the Harvester very nearly slept the week. When he finally felt himself again, he bathed, shaved, dressed freshly, and went to see the Girl. He had to touch her to be sure she was real. She was extremely weak and tremulous, but her face and hands were fuller. Her colour was good. She was ravenously hungry. Doctor Harmon said she was a little tyrant, and the nurse said she was plain cross. The first thing the Harvester noticed was that the dull blue look in the depth of the dark eyes was gone. They were clear, dusky wells with shining lights at the bottom. "Well, I never would have believed it!" he cried. "Doctor Harmon, you are a great physician. You have made her all over new, and in a few more days she will be on the veranda. This is great!" "Do I appear so much better to you, Harvester?" asked the Girl. "Has no one thought to show you?" cried the Harvester. "Here, let me!" He stepped to her dressing table, picked up a mirror, and held it before her so that she could see herself. "Seems to me I am dreadfully white and thin yet." "If you had seen what I saw 10 days ago, my girl, you would think you appear like a pink, rosy angel now, or a wonderful dream." "Truly! Do I in the least resemble a dream, David?" "You are a dream! The loveliest one a man ever had. With 3 months of right care and exercise you'll be the beautiful woman nature intended. I'm so proud of you. You are being so brave. Just lie there in patience a few more days, and out you come again to life, and life that will thrill your being with joy." "All right," said the Girl. "I will. David, are you attending to your herbs?" "Not for a few weeks." "You are very much behind." "No, nothing important. I don't make enough to count on what is ready now. I can soon gather jimson leaves and seed to fill orders. The hemlock is about right to take the fruit. The mustard is yet in pod, and the saffron and worm seed can be attended later. I can catch up in 2 days." "What about the big bed on the hill?" The Harvester experienced an inward thrill of delight. She was so impressed with the value of the ginseng she would not mention it, even before the man she loved. No, more than that, adored, worshipped. He smiled at her in understanding. "I'll have to take a peep at that and report," he said. "Are you rested now?" "Indeed, yes." "You are dreadfully thin." "I always am. I'll pick up a little when I get back to work." "David, I want you to go to work now." "Can you spare me?" "Haven't we done well these last few days?